So today we're talking creatine. What is it? Why would you take it? How long might you even take it for? Creatine at the moment is probably one of the most searched for supplements on the internet. What is it? How does it work? Why? It is without question one of my absolute favorite supplements. It really is, for the impact it has very quickly on clients. Now this is it. It's creatine monohydrate powder. It's part of a protein. You get it in fish and meat. Fish, for example, salmon might have 3.5 grams per 100 grams, which is quite a lot. Considering that 1 teaspoon of this is 5 grams. You produce about 2 grams of it all by yourself. And it's said that we might need anything from 10, even up to 20 grams a day, depending, of course, how much training you're doing, exercise, age, and so on and so forth. But the overview of this, what is it? It's part of a protein. It's made simply up of 3 amino acids. As I said, you get it naturally in fish and meat. What does it actually do? Now, this is the bit that I find exciting, if you will. ATP, they're in a way natural energy molecules that we have. They give us the energy to get through our training, to recover from our training, and even more interestingly, I think, they help our brain functioning, particularly as we age. For example, with women, as estrogen levels drop during menopause, our brains seem to rely more on creatine to function. So they are great for both men and women, particularly as we get older, for memory and recall. So it's helping both physical muscle, lean body mass, if you like, protecting it, which obviously is imperative. It helps recovery or stamina with their training, so any athlete can take it. But also helps our brain functioning, so particularly good as we get older. Vegetarians and vegans tend to be a little bit low on it for the simple reason that the primary source is going to be fish and meat. And who can take it? And quite frankly, pretty much anybody. Students, athletes, I mean, you could be a 15, 16-year-old rugby player right through to a 70, 80-year-old just looking to protect your lean body mass. As said, we get it in our diet anyway. So how much to take? There are a few different variances, as in recommendations, I should say, on whether we should load or not load. I find it works perfectly well without loading. However, if you are a professional athlete, or you're an athlete, quite frankly, not even professional, but you're doing a lot of training, you might want to load up. And that's where you take 1 teaspoon, usually twice a day for about 5 days, and then bring it down to 1 teaspoon a day. However, for most, I find 1 teaspoon a day just ongoing works very well. And you can mix it in anything you like. It could be a warm tea or coffee. Try not to put it into very hot because that might kill it off. It'll affect it. Water, yogurt, smoothie. You can really mix in anything you like at any time of day. It doesn't affect sleep. You can take it. A lot of people find that it helps before training. Research seems to show it works very well after training. But because your muscles store it, it means it's ready and available for use whenever you need it. So you can take it any time of the day and the body will just hang on to it ready for use for you. It's a tub like this, sorry, as I'm running through, making sure I'm covering all points here. A tub like this, which is 200 grams, will last about 40 days. That's if you're taking 1 teaspoon a day, so well over a month, and still will last over a month if you're doing it in the loading in phase. So it does last for quite some time. How long to take it for? Once upon a time, they used to recommend cycling it. So you take it maybe for anything from 6 to 12 weeks, and then you might take a break and do it again. Now they're saying we don't really need to cycle it. So most of my clients will just take it as a regular ongoing basis. As I said, as we age, it's particularly good for helping protect our lean body mass. And as many I find don't eat high protein, like as in fish and meat diets, we're leaning more in a lot of cases towards vegetarian style eating with a lot more beans and pulses where we're not getting as much creatine in. It can be exceptionally helpful to supplement it, and particularly vegetarians and vegans I find can have quite a dramatic result with this because their bodies can be quite low. It works very well with supplements like casein, protein, or indeed magnesium, and I'll explain why. Creatine, as I said, helps produce that ATP, and that ATP obviously helps give us the stamina to do our training, as well as helps the brain functioning. Magnesium is also another supplement that helps produce ATP. So when you take them both together, you've got this little perfect combination to make sure we've enough of that essential energy molecule in us to give us this stamina and the energy and the mental energy to drive through a day. And equally, some take creatine, or many I should say take creatine for that stamina side, for the recovery from the training, for protecting their lean body mass. And of course that works super well with casein protein, where you're getting the protein, which is more the complete food, to help protect and build and recover lean body mass, whereas the creatine works from the other side as a lovely little nutrient that the body requires for the optimal functioning of those muscles.